Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lani, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I make vegan chocolate cake. Now this video was requested by my sister and her daughter, my niece Kaylee. So hi Kaylee. This video is going to be a recipe that her mom can use, my sister can use for her birthday. I use this recipe all the time. It is a favorite of mine and pretty much everyone else's because who doesn't like chocolate cake? Well, if you don't like chocolate, I guess. But that's not very many people anyway, so yeah. It's a very dark chocolate cake, and so is the ganache that I'm going to be showing you how to make as well. Now for this recipe, I'm going to be making it in a bundt cake, but you can use the same measurements to make a 3-layer cake, like maybe 3 8 or 9 inch rounds. But I'm going to be using a bundt pan. Don't mind this, the way it looks. It has been used for many years. Yeah, it's been good to me, and I don't think I've had any fails in this pan, so it's like a good luck bundt. Now in this recipe, I'm going to be using unbleached flour, regular sugar, salt, the coconut oil. You can swap it out for regular vegetable oil. If you use organic coconut oil, you may get a little bit of a coconut flavor, but it won't be too strong. I'll also be using vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar or regular white vinegar. I'll be using dark cocoa powder. You can get this at Walmart, Publix. Sorry sis, I don't know where they sell it on Guam, but it's the special dark Hershey's cocoa powder. And then I'll also be using espresso. Espresso just deepens the chocolate flavor. It kind of makes it a little bit more dark. So you can use, you don't have to use coffee, but I always use coffee. For the coffee flavor, I'm using espresso powder. I basically use like a teaspoon or a tablespoon of espresso powder. If you like coffee, use a tablespoon. If you don't, just use a teaspoon. And just reconstitute it in like a tablespoon of water. And this is the espresso powder that I use. You can use any espresso powder, but this is the brand I like. Now for the ganache topping, I'll be using this dark chocolate chips. These are 72% cocoa. I'll also be using some cream. This is regular coffee creamer. If you don't have cream, or for me, I'm vegan, I don't use regular cream. I'm just going to use coffee creamer because it's what I have. You can also use coconut milk or regular butter. Alright, so let's get into the actual mixing. So first I'm going to mix the 2 cups of sugar into the 3 cups of unbleached flour, and also I included the salt and the baking soda. I just want to mix it all up so that there's no clumps in there, and also add in the cocoa powder. Mix it all up, all the dries together. And then I'm going to add the espresso to the oil mixture. Then I'll add 2 cups of warm water to the dry ingredients. I'm gonna add it in increments, 1 cup at a time. Then I'll just mix it up until it's nice and smooth. And this is the consistency that you want to see when it's all mixed together. Once the batter is ready, just spray down the bundt with some coconut oil spray. This is the brand I got. I just got the Publix brand. Once it's sprayed, then I just pour the whole mixture into the bundt pan. And then I'll just pop that into the oven at 375 degrees for 45 minutes. While the bundt is baking in the oven, I'm going to make the chocolate ganache topping. I'm gonna add the warm creamer to the chocolate chips and heat it up in the microwave. It's just gonna speed up the process of warming it up and mixing together. And I'll just microwave it in increments of 20 to 30 seconds. Once the Bundt is ready, just pop it out of the oven. You're gonna have to let it cool for a while. To speed up the cooling process, I popped the Bundt in the freezer for a few minutes, and then I took a butter knife just to loosen up the very top edges, and then I hold the cake in while I tap the Bundt pan on the counter. And this is the part where you just have to have a little bit of faith or a lot of faith, and just place the plate right over the top and then flip it. And it may come out really fast and may not. Since it's still a little bit warm, it did not. So I had to tap it a little and then hit it really hard on the top. And then it just popped right out. Because of the way it looks, my kids refer to this kind of cake as a donut cake. And then when it's time to drizzle the ganache over the top, just heat up the ganache in the microwave for about 20 seconds. Mine was a little bit too thick still, so I did add a little bit more of the creamer just to thin it out a bit. You could just drizzle it, like pour it out from the bowl, but I wanted to have a little more control. So I'm just using the fork to drizzle it where I want it to fall. And then I just went over the top with some sprinkles, but if you want it to look like a real donut cake, you can use those colorful rainbow sprinkles. And as you can see, my kids just can't wait. They actually got out the paper plates and said, I want it now.
So chocolatey. Who wants to try?
All right, everybody, grab a spoon. Grab your.
It's good.
You like it? You like it, Nikki?
I wonder if a snack at school tomorrow, like lunch and stuff. Because I don't have snacks.
Do you like it?
Do you like it, Nikki?
Is it delicioso?
Yes.
Really?
Cute.
And cute?
The cake is pretty delicious.
Okay guys, so that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any suggestions for videos or suggestions for this chocolate cake recipe, leave it in the comments below and I will be sure to check that out. If you did try it, come back and tell me how much you liked it. I get so like, I don't know, what is the word? I guess warm and fuzzy inside when I see that my subscribers actually enjoyed something that I shared. So that's always a good thing. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram as well. I'll leave the link in the description box below. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Have a beautiful day.